Today I'm going to be reviewing this Jaquetea heated blanket that was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to open this up, show you exactly what this is going to look like. It is going to be taped. So let me go ahead and grab a pair of scissors to get that cut open. So this is what it's going to look like when you first pull it out of the packaging. It is going to be shrink wrapped, so you will need to cut it open and it will take a bit to expand. And then of course comes with the cord for that as well. So let me go ahead and get this opened up, get this nice knife back out. I'm just going to slice that shrink wrap open. Now it is going to expand right away. It obviously will take it a long time to get all the way undone, but you can add heat to that to make it be to get it to be larger, faster, not too terribly difficult. It does come with the instructions, which hopefully you won't need. Not going to be too terribly difficult. And then it's going to be your plug. So the plug is just going to go right into there. It looks like. Try there. Nope, it only goes in one way, so it's got the little slots here for the slots there. So it's only going to go in the one way. And now let me go ahead and plug this in. So I went ahead and laid this out just so you can kind of see what it's looking like. And the wires are only going to come down to about here. So this last little bit of the blanket is not going to have the wires in it for the heating. So it is going to have 4 options. So just 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on to 4, and then we're going to time it just to see how long it takes for it to heat up, whether it heats up on both sides or just the one. But the other side, so the back side, is going to be like a fuzzy type material, like a fleece type material. And then of course, since it's a heated blanket, you can feel those wires through there. So let's go ahead and see how long it takes to get it heated up. So current time is 11:11. Just turn this back on, so I will let it cool off to get the exact time on this. So we'll see how long it takes on 4 to heat up this blanket. So it's currently been 5 minutes. Put my arm underneath here, and although it is warm, it's definitely far from hot. So I would say it's added warmth to you, but it's not going to be like really, really hot. It's almost like the warmth of maybe something's been sitting in the dryer. If the dryer's been shut off for maybe 5 minutes or something, you pull it out and it's got a little bit of warmth up to it. It's like that warmth. It's definitely not what I would consider hot. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes here to see if it gets any hotter than it currently is. But as of right now, I would say it's more of a warming blanket, not a heating blanket, because it's definitely not very hot so far. All right, so been right at 10 minutes. And it's a hair warmer than it was, but not really. So even on 4, you're not really putting out a lot of heat. I've got a meat thermometer that I use for my kitchen. So I'm going to get that just to give you the actual temperature underneath here, just so you know exactly what it feels like. But definitely not very hot at all, definitely warm. And the heat is really staying mostly on the backside. There's some heat that is going to be on the top side here, but the majority of it is staying on that fuzzy, like fluffy backside of the heated blanket. All right, so this is currently reading 77.9 degrees, and that's just with it out, just kind of laying around. So right at 78 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and stick this part way under the blanket here, trying not to impale the blanket. And let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and get it a little bit over it. I'm trying to give it as good of a chance as possible. And we have 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, still going up a hair. 94. Again, this is with the kind of bunched up here. And it appears to have topped out right about 96, 97 degrees. And we got to 98 degrees. So that's going to be your actual temperature that you can expect underneath this. So about 98 degrees. So as I said, and that's with it all like bunched up like that. If you have it unrolled, so you just have like one of these rather than it being, a bunch of them bunched up there at the edge, it's obviously going to give you more heat if you have more of the wires. So we're currently going back down. I'm just going to go right here. The wires start here. So I'm going to go right underneath to the edge of the wires. And I'm going to do that and give it a minute here to go up. And we're looking at about 94, 95 degrees. Again, this is with it like no bunching at all. The probe is just sticking right here. And we're at 95, 96 degrees on there. So as I said, it's not going to get super, super hot. It's just going to give you some nice warmth on that. So this is at its hottest setting. So if you're talking about it, 1, 2, or 3, it's not going to be anywhere close to those 95 degree mark or so. But that's about the heat that you can expect from this heated blanket.